Hey guys, I've started to make little animations in Keynote, which I'm putting up for sale on Gumroad. Gumroad.com/Phil Campbell. Bye! Sunday Day 9, sssveda. I just wanted to do a quick video reply, really, to David from Balkan Adventures. Do a search for Balkan Adventures vlog, you'll find it. BALKNAN. And he is discussing about confidence about small YouTubers. I know exactly what you mean, David. Kind of seeing these people like Casey, like Ben, like Louis, doing their thing on a day-to-day basis, living a almost unrestricted life, doing stuff what they're passionate about, recording content, brands all getting around that because it's got a nice lifestyle energy to it, living authentically without sort of curating themselves on camera, just allowing themselves to breathe and be who they are. It's very attractive. It's very attractive to the human nature for us to just like be attracted to it in terms of I want that life, I want to be that person. And don't get me wrong, I wish I could edit like Casey. I wish I could have as much fun as Louis. I wish I could set my own little silk screen printing thing up like Ben. And I think it just comes down to a few things. One, the older we get, we lose our confidence a little bit. We almost want to retroactively say, hey, we were doing this video stuff before you were doing it. And in some way that's some kind of compensation. I think it's just like a mild kind of jealousy. And not jealousy that you're not those people. It's just being in the right place at the right time. Like, they are brilliant at what they do. They're consistent at what they do. They found a niche. They found the right audience. They obviously talked to their initial audience earlier on. They got in with the right people in the right places. You know, being in California, being in... I'm not sure where YouTube is. Excuse the noise in the background. But, you know, it's being in the right place. You find the right kind of account manager on YouTube and all of a sudden, like, you're getting a lot more traffic and the algorithms are working better for you. If your content's regular every day, if it's exciting, if it's enjoyable, if people are, like, buzzing to see how you're going to aspire to be like those three characters or how you're going to, inspire them to do something with their lives. Like Louis raised some money for that homeless guy. We do focus on numbers because it gives us a bit of a vanity ego boost that people care about what we're putting out and that we're doing the most authentic thing that we can do. And I think people are attracted to that because most of the time people work the 9 to 5 and they get locked into it and they don't enjoy their life. Then, going to work every day, putting all that stuff that they love to do on the side and just getting on with the job, which can be very mundane. And I know this from first-hand experience from the last 6 months. It's been a real creative killer, but I feel like, you know what, all in, just no, take the screens down, all out. So yeah, I would love to have that life. So then we get onto the money perspective, right? And the money perspective for me is what I know to be true about me is that I would want that life, the Casey, the Louis, the Ben kind of life, because I feel that it would encumber me from all the other issues in life. I don't need a lot to live. I'm pretty much sure that Dave's in the same ballpark here. He gets by with what he's got and makes a little bit of money doing training here and there. But I'd love to be that kind of free. I would love to be working authentically, realistically, probably in a pressure cooker at times, getting stuff edited in that kind of adventure mode. And I have been that way as a advocate, as a blogger in previous years, over the last 8 years. But the more I got into that niche and that scene and realised that actually you're not an advocate with a fully authentic voice, you're kind of having to be moulded. That's kind of why a lot of the phone calls and emails stopped coming. And I think there's a certain amount of, it's a bit like fashion, vlogging and lifestyle and characters, people with a character and either a sensitivity or, they look good on camera or they're doing something really creative with their life. I think that sells massively. That's a product that you can't go into a shop and buy. You can't just go and work your 9 to 5, acquire a certain amount of money, go in and buy Casey Neistat's life. You just can't do that. So I don't know, for me I'm very jealous of it. I'm very jealous of that life, but I also know that hard work and hustle and grind, all the words that Gary Vaynerchuk likes to use, are what makes that sort of stuff happen. 2, you have to be accepted by the community. I don't mean all the trolls and the sort of other internet people, but it's just a lot of work. Being in the right place at the right time, a lot of work, grinding at it. It makes the numbers. Communicating on other people's forum posts, like getting in touch with those people's forums, going to those places, going to those conferences, like going and saying hello and being unique. I remember when I bought me.dm in 2005, where I sold it to Twitter for $50,000 in 2011. What really got me in at events was people would look at my domain name and 4 characters and say, hey, where's that? And that would give me another 5 minutes with that person to tell them where I got Medium from and the whole story about it and the whole Twitter thing. And now when I go to America, and I haven't been recently, but when I'm in a mixer and I've got 60 seconds and somebody saying, who are you, what do you do, and why should I know you, which I find a really interesting question now in this social connected age, is that I can say I sold something to Twitter for 5 figures. And then it starts another 5-minute conversation. Oh, wow, what was that? Blah, blah, blah. And I think it's relationships, it's engagement and relationship management. And that's what all this is, really. If you can do all your vlogging and storytelling and playing with your cameras and geeking out and like, wow, that's really high resolution, really sharp and amazing. And you feel like you're capturing the world around you and sharing that with others and creating a legacy. That's like every kid's dream, right? Like to have that kind of almost like spy kit. And YouTube has enabled this sort of global phone book of video audience. And yeah, I don't know. I haven't got a real answer for that, but I just wanted to go off on because I thought it was a really good question, Dave. So hopefully that helps. Probably doesn't help at all.
Look to my coming on the first light of the 5th day. At dawn, look to the east, just past that Starbucks.